Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I am Death from Above. Today, I want to take a look at a gun that's been around since the early days of the Taken King and was top of the meta, has fallen off a little bit, but I think is still just as strong as it was and maybe stronger than anything else. I'm talking about the Hawksaw. Now, the Hawksaw is the Crucible vendor, high rate of fire, low impact pulse rifle that you can buy from this guy, RSite 9940, the Crucible Quartermaster. So, what makes the Hawksaw so good? Well, if we take a look at the Hawksaw, take a look at the stats, and then we'll talk about the talents in the vendor version. But right now, let's look at the stats. So, it has a high rate of fire, decent impact, good range, high stability, high reload, and it has very high equip speed and good aim assist. If we take a look at stats from playing at Destiny, the equip speed is 89, which is very, very fast. It's one of those guns that you pull it out and it just shoots up to your face. So you know it comes out very fast. It is very quick to aim. That equip speed makes it very, very useful. Now, this is a gun I can remember in PvP was very strong at the beginning of Trials in Year 2. I remember watching Triple Wreck and other streamers use this in Trials pretty much exclusively. It was pretty much the only primary you saw in Trials besides like the Red Death or the Mida. The Hawksaw pulse rifle, extremely strong. I know the Mida didn't come out till after Trials had started for a little while, but the Hawksaw, top of the meta at the beginning of the Taken King for Trials. I haven't seen it as much recently, but with the April update, April 2.2 update, it came out with new talents, and I've actually purchased the vendor version now. I never got into the vendor version before. I bought the Hawksaw, I bought the vendor version, I maxed it out. I used it in Trials, I used it in other places, and I just couldn't get into it. It wasn't for me. Well, now it has counterbalance. So this is the vendor version. It has the SPO 28 sight, which is my favorite Suros sight. Fitted stock oiled frame, putting it on fitted stock. Counterbalance, single point sling, which is very good too, and small bore. So it's got a range stat. You lose one burst in the magazine from using small bore, but that's not a big deal. It has a 30 round magazine. So going to 27 is not a big deal. Fitted stock gives you good stability, and counterbalance gives you even more stability. This is a laser beam. This is dynamite with a laser beam. It is an extremely strong gun. If we want to get into some gameplay, I did Trials with it this past weekend. It was very strong, very enjoyable. I really like it. The stats and the talents on this gun make it my #1 choice for vendor gun to get, especially if you play PvP. But even if you play PvE, it's really, really strong. So what makes it so strong? The equip speed comes out. It comes up really, really fast. Rate of fire is really good. It's got good range. The stability makes you able to hit headshots from really far distance with a pulse rifle that you wouldn't normally be able to hit. I remember I had counterbalance on a, what is that gun? The Hawksaw pulse rifle, the Hawksaw D. The Hawksaw D, which is the mid-impact, mid-rate of fire pulse rifle. I love that thing with counterbalance, but it wasn't quite right. The 4-round burst, the lower rate of fire, you couldn't quite do it. Now, this is a much better version of that. Like I said, I couldn't get into the Year 1 Hawksaw. The Year 2 Hawksaw with counterbalance, it is going to become my go-to gun. I still think it's top of the meta. It kind of became more obscure once the Mida came out, and people started using that more. Mida and Last Word, and the Hawksaw kind of went back a little bit. I think the Hawksaw is probably a better gun than people give it credit for now, especially the vendor version. Like I said, if you could buy one gun from the vendor, I would say buy the Hawksaw right now, just because of the talent setup and how good it is, the archetype that it is, and how much it's just a fun gun to use. In PvE, you may not think it's a good gun, but with the stability, the range, and the reload and the equip speed, it's going to be a very good gun. Even for the raid, if you need to get precision kills, if you need to get, take out higher level enemies, you can do it with this gun. It's not probably the #1 in PvE, but it's a very solid choice. For someone starting out in Destiny, I would recommend buying this gun as your first gun, just because it's going to be good everywhere. It's kind of top of the meta. It's really strong. So I wanted to take a look at vendor guns in the April update, or since the April update, that are guns to get, and this is my /1 choice. Hawksaw. PvP, I use it all weekend in Trials, and it's just a good gun now. I got a triple in Trials with it. Just staring them down, getting those headshots. Had a big enough clip to do it. Just nailed them. I may have reloaded somewhere in there, but I definitely got a triple with the Hawksaw. So I definitely recommend this gun. I like it. It's not a legendary max video because I've already done a legendary max video on the Hawksaw, but it's a legendary legit video because this gun is legit. I wanted to ask the question, is the Hawksaw still legit? And I can emphatically answer that. Yes, it is. The Hawksaw is still legit. So pick this gun up if you haven't already gotten it. You won't be disappointed, and it just looks cool. It's a cool looking gun. I like the way it looks. I like all the Suros weapons. I like how they have that body, kind of the body covering, and it's really enjoyable to look at. So what do you guys think? Do you like the Hawksaw as much as I do? Do you think there's other vendor guns that I should buy? What other guns from the vendors after the April update should I pick up and take a look at? So let me know in the comments what you think. I usually do check the comments, and they do influence my decisions on videos to make. So if you ever wanted to be in a video or have your choice picked, let me know what you think about these guns. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'm going to get out of here. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to see you later, guys. See you, bye.